Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today I am giving you an honest and unsponsored Oner Active try on haul. Very excited for this one. There are two pairs of leggings that I'm going to be reviewing, which I've never actually reviewed before. So we've got the very popular SoftMotion collection in the color Umber Brown. Absolutely love this color for autumn, by the way. Never tried the SoftMotion leggings before. I did actually want to get the wide leg leggings, but can I get them? Absolutely not, because they're always out of stock. So these are just the normal SoftMotion leggings. Hopefully for the future, I can get my hands on a pair of the straight legs to do a review on, because again, they are very trending and popular right now. So I have actually reviewed the Effortless Seamless in another video, but these are the new Enhanced Seamless leggings. So I'm excited to try these and see how they fit. I will go through the full product details of absolutely everything in this try on, so you guys can get an idea for the fabric, for the fit, and all those things, whether they sit high, low rise, whether to size up, size down. It's basically your go-to guide if you're looking to shop for SoftMotion or the Enhanced Active collection. I do have these in the color Coal. Again, it's a really nice color. Wasn't my top pick, however, a lot of these have sold out also. We've got the SoftMotion strappy mid-length top. Now, if you've watched my hauls, you will know that I like a longer length top. I just like to have like full coverage on my stomach area, especially now that it's getting cold. So I've just got this longer length strappy top to match with them both. I have managed to get myself a pair of wide leg joggers. Now, this is my first time ever having a pair of joggers from Oner Active. So these are the Foundations Oversized straight leg joggers. The color is charcoal marl. And what I actually do really rate Oner for is that they actually have multiple inseam lengths. So for us shorter girls, us petite girls, thank you very much. It honestly makes such a difference, especially when you've got wide leg or flares or anything like that. Us petite girls need a petite option. So yeah, these are the wide leg. They look massive, but I absolutely love an oversized fit. So I did get these in a medium length, but as you can see, they are very wide, but they do have drawstrings on. But we'll go through the full product details of these soon. So this is the oversized Oner graphic t-shirt in the color white. This is in a size medium, just again for that sort of like baggier, looser fit. I didn't actually get this myself. I think because I spent so much on Oner Active, they were doing this deal at the time where if you spent a certain amount, you got a free t-shirt. So that's why I've got this. I wouldn't have personally picked this myself, but it's nice to have a cover up in your collection. So I am in between sizes. Now, everything that I do have today is in a size medium. So I will let you know if you could potentially size up or size down if you are in between sizes, and let you know if I feel like it's going to be true to size or not. So shall we get straight into it? We're going to go straight into the SoftMotion because I am very excited for those. I absolutely love a softer material. I'm just one of those people that needs that comfort. I just love to feel comfortable. SoftMotion leggings. Okay, so these are a high-rise pair of leggings. Now, the material of these are very silky smooth. Think buttery soft. It's not the sort of material that you've seen on your Effortless, and it's also a different fabric feel to the new Enhanced Lift as well. So this one is definitely like more of the silky, buttery, soft, smooth, comfortable fabric. So on the seam, on the waistband, there is a slight curve to it. And then on the back, you have the Oner logo, which is embroidered into the fabric, which I am, again, another thing I really appreciate Oner for is the fact that they embroider the logos into the fabric and do not do a stick on, because we all know from experience, stick on labels after you wash them, they do peel off and they don't just look as new and nice. So really happy that the logo is embroidered. I should expect it to be embroidered sort of like with the prices that come with the leggings. Now, if I just show you the seam on the back, so as you can see, the seams sort of go into a point and then go into the seam on the glute area. This is not a scrunch, there is just a seam down the back, and there is no front seam on these leggings as well. So in terms of gusset, there is a tiny triangle shaped gusset. There's no contour details or anything on this material. It is just that smooth silky fabric all the way down, and they are cuffed at the bottom. They do feel like they're not as compressive at the bottom, so I'm hoping that they're actually actually gonna fit to my ankle and not be a little bit like baggy and loose at the bottom of my ankle. Normally with leggings, they do sort of have like a tighter seam at the bottom, but I don't know, that just seems a little bit loose and stretchy there. These are also a quite lightweight pair of leggings. They feel very, very light. It's quite a thin material as well. As you can see, there is a lot of stretch on these. So I probably, now that I'm feeling these, I'm thinking maybe I should have sized down, being in between sizes, but we'll see what they're like when we put them on, because we will never know. These don't feel like they have too much compression or support. I think these are more for like your everyday wear, for going to yoga, Pilates, stretching, running errands, those sorts of things. I don't feel like these are the sort of leggings that are going to give you high support where you can go sort of do training and stuff in, if that makes sense. So these are the SoftMotion leggings. We'll put them on in a second. So we also have the SoftMotion sports bra in the color umber brown. I love a matching set, so really, really happy that I've managed to get a matching set. So this sports bra does come with the built-in cups, built-in support, and there is a little pocket at the side to remove the cups if you wish to. Again, the material is very soft, silky smooth material. I don't feel like the sports bra has as much stretch as the leggings, and I do have quite a broad back as well, so I'm glad I did size up to a medium, because I think if I got small, it maybe would have been too tight and created a lot of bulges on me, which I'm not really a fan of. So you kind of have a scoop neck design, but then it goes into like a V shape at the bottom, which I think looks really, really pretty. You've got a racer style back, which again, I love. I think these look very nice on. And then once again, thank you for the embroidered logo on the back of the sports bra. So the material is sort of like that brushed material, that very soft fabric, which is going to feel very, very nice against your skin and nothing uncomfortable. I would say already, if you're looking for a gym set with comfort, then I would probably recommend the SoftMotion. I've obviously not tried this or put this on yet, but just from my first impressions, I can tell that this is going to be a comfortable set. Okay, so this is what the set looks like on. Honestly, it's so comfortable. It almost feels like a second skin. It's very, very nice, soft, very movable. I don't feel like I've got anything like digging in, and I don't feel like uncomfortable whatsoever. Honestly, like even the sports bra is really, really nice and soft against your skin. It's nice around the neck. It doesn't feel like I'm going to get marks or anything like that. I would say with the sports bra, I am actually glad that I did size up, just because I do have a broad back, and I think anything smaller with this sports bra maybe would have been a bit too tight. So yeah, I am glad that I did size up, but that's only because I do bodybuilding and do have that bigger upper body frame. So if you have a smaller frame, I would say if you're in between sizes to size down. But if you are that size, I would stick to your true size, because it is really, really nice. So you've got your built-in cups. I really do like this sort of like scoop neck into a V shape at the front of this sports bra. I love the racer back design at the back. I think it looks really, really nice. It doesn't feel too tight. As you can see, I do still have a lot of stretch, which is nice, but it's very, very flattering on my body. And I also like that it's a little bit of a longer version of a sports bra, not like really short, because I'm not really a fan of having loads of tummy out. I do like to sort of like be pulled in, if that makes sense. So yeah, really do like this sports bra, and I absolutely love this umber brown color as well. So if we just move on to the leggings then, so my belly button's there, and they do sit over my belly button. These are a high-rise pair of leggings. You've got a slight curve on the seam on these as well. They're that same sort of silky smooth material all the way down. I am not finding that these give you a front CT even with your legs closed together either, so that is also nice. These don't feel like an overly compressive pair of leggings. As I mentioned before, I think they're more for like your everyday wear. If you're wanting support, I maybe would not go for this type of leggings, but they are very comfortable, especially like for lounging around the house, those sorts of things. These are the shorter length as well, but there is a little bit of scrunching at the bottom of these. I'm 5'4", but these are like the shorter / regular leg length. Personally, I don't really mind, because I do just wear my socks over the top of the leggings anyway. So the seam on the back actually is really, really flattering. It does sit really nicely within your glutes and gives you that slight glute separation, but it's nice and natural. It's nothing too fake. It is, as I've mentioned, like really, really nice and natural, but it doesn't have a scrunch. It's literally just that line that they had on the seam that that just sits really, really nicely. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with how they shape on the glutes. I personally think that maybe I could have got away with sizing down in these. As you can see, there is a lot of stretch. And I think if I wanted that little bit more compression, I think I would have fitted into a size small as well. So either or, it depends. If you're in between size and you want more compression, size down. If you're in between sizes and want slightly a looser feel, size up. That's the beauty of being in between sizes. You can kind of go either way. But personally, I think because I've got this amount of stretch on the waist, I could also get away with wearing a size small with these. But the medium, there is no gaping on the waistband. They still are a really nice fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test this waistband and do a few squats and touch my toes just to see if this waistband actually rolls, because again, that's another thing that I really do not like. So if I just show you, so it has rolled ever so slightly when I touch my toes, but it's not sliding down. It's just this top bit that rolls down there. So nothing too bad, but we'll do some squats anyway. Oop. So again, there's like just the tiniest roll, but it does like sort of roll back up on its own. So I would say actually they're a nice pair of leggings to move around in. I'm really honestly not fussed with that tiny little roll there. It's more so if it like rolls down like that annoys me. But I would say that the waistband is pretty good in staying in place. And I think actually if I size down to a small, it would be even better. So let's move on to the enhanced lift leggings. So the material is actually made with a PK fabric. So if you don't know what that means, it's more like that sort of like waffle knit fabric. It's more of like a cottony feel. These also do have body mapping contouring as well. So these are a mid-rise pair of leggings, something I'm not really a fan of. I do like a high rise. I do prefer that full lower tummy control, but I do have the longer length top to wear with these as well if I feel that there's too much skin showing. But I know there are so many girls out there that love mid-rise. They absolutely look amazing in a mid-rise. So again, it's just down to your personal preference and what you like. Personally, for me, I find that a high rise looks a little bit more flattering on me. If I was deep into a cut though, I would be all over a mid-rise pair of leggings. So you do have a thick ribbed waistband on these. Down the side of these leggings, you also do have these ribbed details contouring down the front and side of the legs. And then on the back, you do have that same rib detail that slightly curves underneath the glutes. If we just have a look as well, these ones do have a scrunch on them. Again, you've got some contouring rib details at the top of the scrunch area. And then you do have quite a thin scrunch, so I think that's going to be well hidden. I feel like you've got more stretch horizontally than you do vertically, but they do have stretch both ways on the glute scrunch. So then on the bottom, on the side of the leggings, you do have the Oner Active logo, which again is embroidered, knitted into the fabric. And then you have that same ribbed detailing at the bottom of the leggings, and it is cuffed at the bottom. There's no front seam, so these are definitely more of your supportive pair of leggings, so will be great for training to give you that sort of like maximum support. And then obviously these ones are more for glute enhancing with the glute scrunch on them. I've not actually had a pair of leggings with this sort of like ribbed contouring detail down the front, and I actually think these are going to look really, really nice. And then here we have the enhanced seamless strappy sports bra. So the straps at the back do cross over each other, so it is a crisscross back design. They do also have adjustable straps on the back as well, so you can either tighten them or loosen them to sort of like fit your shape. Again, this material is that sort of knitted-y fabric. You've got the Oner logo knitted at the front. You've got some contouring rib details at the side of the chest area. The band at the bottom is ribbed as well. You do have built-in cups. There is again a pocket to remove them should you wish to. I really like how these ribbed contour details match the leggings as well. So let's go put this set on and then we can compare the two. So hopefully that will help you make your mind up to which leggings you think will be better suited to you. So we are back with the enhanced lift set on. So definitely first things first, I can completely feel the compression difference within the leggings. These are much more of a supportive pair of leggings. I feel the compression, I feel sort of like the shaping coming from the leggings as opposed to the SoftMotion. I definitely feel like these leggings are a better pair of leggings to go training and feel supported. So let's start off with the sports bra then. So I feel personally, because I have a smaller chest, I probably could have sized down in this one. I feel like it would just give me a little bit more tightness over the chest area. And I think because it does have adjustable straps, I feel like I could have loosened them to sort of like fit my back. So if you're in between sizes with this one, I maybe would suggest sizing down, especially if you do have a smaller chest. So on the back, you do have a crisscross strappy effect, which again, I think is really, really nice. It will look really nice for back day. You've got your ribbed waistband at the bottom. You've got your contouring lines around the side. You've got your embroidered logo. You've got your built-in cups, which are removable. So as you can see with these ones, now bearing in mind, I do have a short torso, but they are sort of coming just below my belly button or sort of in line with my belly button. So I think if you're taller, these maybe would sit lower, but I think they're sitting a little bit higher on me just because I am petite and got a short torso. Personally on me, I prefer that because it is slightly verging more into the high rise, if that makes sense. I just like leggings to cover my belly button, and I think that's my sweet, comfortable spot. But you've got your nice, thick, compressive ribbed waistband on these. I absolutely love these contouring lines that go down the front, and I think they're a really nice touch with them being ribbed as well. I think they look really, really nice, and you have them on both sides. I forgot to mention also that these do actually have an elongated gusset, and they do come down sort of like to the top inside of your thigh area. You've got some more ribbed contouring detail that slightly curves underneath the glutes. You've got your Oner logo embroidered at the side of the leggings, and these ones actually feel shorter in length than the SoftMotion. I don't feel like there's as much scrunching, and I do feel like they're tighter in compression at the bottom, but you can feel the compression on your quads. I am glad I sized up being in between sizes with these. I feel like a small maybe would have been too compressive. So these leggings do have the glute scrunch. It gives your glutes a nice shape. The scrunch is nicely hidden as well. You can't see it, which again is really, really nice. I do find that these are really natural. I do feel the support and the lift from the leggings as well. Like I do feel like I can feel that compression, especially on sort of like the back of my thigh area as well. I actually like both pair of leggings, but just for different reasons. So I absolutely would love to train in these ones. I feel like they're very, very supportive. So if we just quickly do the squat and roll test just to see how this waistband performs when you're actually working out. So we'll just do some squats. I think I've done enough there. Like literally no rolling whatsoever. Like that's stayed in place, it's not rolled at all. And then if we just touch toes. Again, literally no rolling whatsoever. So this waistband, I think because it's like got that ribbed detail on them, I think that's why it's not like even rolling a slight bit. So yeah, these are very functional and very practical as well to train in. So to summarize, I really do like both pair of leggings. I think I just like them for different reasons. So the SoftMotion I feel would be amazing to go to yoga, Pilates, do my stretching, lounging around the house, going on coffee trips, those sorts of things. They're so comfortable, so soft. Don't feel really tight and restrictive, but just a really nice, soft, comfortable pair of leggings. A nice, soft, comfortable pair of leggings that still shape really, really nicely. You then have the enhanced lift leggings, which again are a really nice pair of leggings. Maybe would have preferred the waistband to sit a little bit higher, but that's just my personal preference. I know so many people that love a mid-rise, but these leggings are more compressive. You feel more supported. They do give you a little bit more shape than the SoftMotion, but yeah, they're a great pair of leggings to actually go and train in, and they're very functional as well, which will support you through your workouts. So I hope that's helped in terms of the difference between the SoftMotion and the enhanced lift. So shall we have a look at the Oner joggers? Now this is my first time ever owning a pair of Oner joggers, so really, really excited for this. So these are a medium. They're already an oversized fit, but I did size up just because I love an oversized fit. So you can see that obviously the waist looks absolutely massive, and you're probably all thinking your waist is not that big. But when you put them on, they're meant to sort of like be loose around your waist. But then you also do have drawstrings on the inside, which I love because I'm one of those people that can never make a knot or a bow look nice. And I always feel like it just looks a little bit more messy when they have the drawstrings on the outside. So love that the drawstrings are on the inside. If we look on the inside of the leggings, oh my goodness, this is like fleece. It's so soft. I love soft things, by the way. Like my pillow is like a fleece pillow, and this just reminds me of my pillow. So yeah, it's got like a fleecy inside. I've literally just sat there and stroked that for about 5 minutes. That's really cool. So the waistband are ribbed on these joggers. These are the wide leg joggers. So as you can see, that wide leg all the way down. They're not cuffed at the bottom. Again, another look I really, really like. And then I really like this detail here. So you've got OA, stands for Oner Active. But again, that's really nicely done. It's not printed. It's like really nice. You've got sort of like this grey bobbly detail, which again, I think looks really, really nice. It looks high quality, premium. Again, when you're paying this amount for a pair of joggers, you want it to look nice and last you a long time. So they're still quite long, but I don't have trainers on yet, but let me just show you. So absolutely love the bagginess. I love a baggy fit. So if you want them higher, you can, and obviously you've got your drawstrings to do up, but lots of people sort of like have them low and have that like really, really baggy look. The only thing with that is you're making it longer at the bottom. So if I just show you full length, so these are obviously the shorter length, and these are sort of like low rise at the minute, and they are dragging on the floor. So if I pull them up a little bit, that's a little bit better, but they're still actually quite long. But let's put some chunky trainers on. It's slightly still touching the floor, so we may have to. What if we roll this up a bit? That's a bit better, isn't it? So I've just folded the waistband down once, and that's better. That's not dragging on the floor now. But obviously, if you wanted them to not drag on the floor and you are petite like me, you can just pull them higher. Let me just do this up to show you. So that's sort of them sitting high rise. It's better than them sitting low rise, but I think personally, to stop them dragging on the floor, if you are petite and still getting the shorter leg length, then just folding down the waistband once I think looks okay. But absolutely love, like this is so baggy, it's so comfortable, so movable, like great look this, love it. So yeah, they slightly are still a bit long on me, even with the shorter leg length. Now I'm not petite, I am 5'4", so I'm not like overly small, but they are still a little bit long on the leg. So I kind of wish they maybe would have been a little bit shorter, but obviously we can't please everyone, but just bear that in mind if you are petite with these, that they still could be quite long on you. So we are nearly there with our haul, guys. We're just going to put on this soft sculpt strappy top. Okay, so obviously you'll have to excuse the sports bra, which I've left on underneath, but that actually is a real trending thing right now, is to have a sports bra on a top to sort of have that two tones. I've seen a lot of athletes doing that, and I think it looks really, really nice. So these are a mid-rise pair of leggings, as we know, the enhanced lift, and it does make this a meet and greet style outfit if you have this mid-length top with the mid-rise leggings. So that is really, really good. So even if you had the SoftMotions legging on, like it will give you like that full coverage on your tummy. So if you're like me and like to be covered on your tummy area, I personally would suggest just getting like a white longer length top, because that way you can then just wear it over anything. Like white goes with anything and you can feel covered up but still feel nice. It's still nice and sculpting on your waist. It's nice and comfortable against your skin, and you can just do what I did and sort of like put different sports bras on underneath to sort of like blend with the matching look. But yeah, this is a strappy sports bra. It's really comfortable. There's not really a lot more to say about it. Oh, I do actually like the scoop at the back. I think that looks really, really nice. Obviously, if you can imagine me not having this crisscross on the back, but it actually comes like quite a little bit low on the back, and I do like this scoop design. And then we've just got this oversized tee to put on. Clearly layering right now, aren't I, guys? So yeah, I just got sent this for free, so that was nice of them. Here we go. You could even like tuck it in to the front of your sports bra like that. I've seen people do that. So actually, I really do like this oversized t-shirt. I always thought like I wouldn't personally have gone and bought that myself, but actually it does look quite trendy, doesn't it? But obviously if you're having like one of those like really bloated days and you just want to really cover up and be loose, like baggy t-shirts are great for that. So guys, we have made it to the end of the review video. I hope you have found that useful. This is completely honest. This is completely unsponsored. I have not been asked to make this video. I've just bought the clothes myself to do this review. I really wish I could get the straight leg SoftMotion leggings, but I'm just gonna have to keep being there when they launch to try and get myself a pair to do a review on. But I'm guessing they're gonna be that same fabric from the SoftMotion, but just in a wide leg all the way down. But it would be really good if I could do a review of those for you. I've already reviewed the Effortless Seamless. We've obviously reviewed these two today, but if there's anything else you want to see, please let me know. But I hope that's helped you in terms of fit, in terms of sizing, in terms of how to sort of like wear the clothes, like what they're good for, those sorts of things. Let me know if you've tried any of these collections and if you like it or if you don't. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for your support. I do weekly activewear reviews on my channel, so if you do not want to miss them, please feel free to subscribe. It will help to support my channel. Obviously, it costs me a lot to keep this channel growing with having to keep buying the newest, latest trends on activewear, and as you can appreciate, it's not cheap. So any support from you guys will be massively helpful. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understand.